on, now mobile services have been jammed and security personnel patrol on the streets of Pakistan's Quetta. They coordinated attacks by Baloch separatists in the region. According to reports, at least 15 security officials and 18 civilians were killed in the attacks. Officials say 92 terrorists, including 3 suicide bombers, were also killed. Pakistan has been battling a separatist movement in Balochistan for decades, where rebels target state forces, foreign nationals and non-locals in the mineral-rich province bordering Afghanistan and Iran. The outlawed Balochistan Liberation Army claimed responsibility for Saturday's attacks. The group claimed to target military installations and police and civil administration officials in gun attacks and suicide bombings across 9 districts of Balochistan, Pakistan's largest but least populated province. Let's in fact listen to what a Quetta resident had to say. All right, and now invite retired Major General G.G. Dwivedi in this conversation. He's Professor of International Relations and Strategic Studies and joins us from New Delhi. Thank you very much, General Dwivedi, for joining us.
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you.
How do you really see Pakistan blaming India for its internal problems? It had earlier also blamed Afghanistan, now India. What is your first reaction?
Well, actually, Kriti, this is a format, or this is the traditional line that Pakistan always takes. When they have internal problems, the first thing they do is to blame India. But it's very important to understand what's going on in Pakistan. Not only Balochistan, Pakistan is fighting the insurgents or militants in Balochistan, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and also in Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. Now, coming specifically to Balochistan, this problem is as old as 1947, when Pakistan was created, because Balochistan was occupied forcefully while they wanted to be an independent sovereign state. And you rightly said that Balochistan is almost 44% of Pakistan area, but it's very sparsely populated, just about 12% of just about 12 million of them. But this is a resource-rich state. It has rich minerals, and also it has a important outlet, or it is an important coastline with the Arabian Sea. The point at issue is that Pakistan Army and Pakistan dispensation has been committing excesses on the Baloch people, and they have been using heavy-handed approach to a political problem, and these Balochs have been marginalized, and they have been giving a step-brotherly treatment, and therefore they have taken up the arms. So the Baloch Liberation Army fighters are fighting for the autonomy, fighting for the independence, and also against the excesses which is being committed by the Pakistan Army. So therefore, the recent intense fighting that has erupted was about 3 days back, when the Baloch Army has attacked number of Pakistani military posts in the area of Quetta, Mustang, Nukshi, Kharan, and also in the Gawaz areas. And this has led to intense fighting over the last 2-3 days, in which Pakistan Army has lost about 15 of its soldiers, and Baloch has lost about 92 of its fighters. But the point is that it's all attributed to Pakistan mishandling their internal problems, and they always have a escape route to blame India for their internal issues, while we have nothing to do with what's going on inside Pakistan.
Right, General. Now India has also reacted. Let's listen into India's reaction as well. All right, viewers, India has actually previously rejected Pakistan's claims, which it says is baseless. This was, of course, India is calling a spade a spade. Why should India really keep on taking all these blames that Pakistan, puts for its own internal problems? India has also said that loud and clear in the United Nations, and Balochistan and the BLA is not a new concern for Pakistan. It is a years-long separatist movement that it has been seeing. How much can India continue that effort, even if, let's say, one is to believe Pakistan's claims?
Well, the point is Pakistan is known as the epicenter of terrorism. They are known to employ terrorists as part of their foreign policy. This is part of their doctrine. So Pakistan is a state which never accepts all this, but the world knows about it. I think India has been taking correct diplomatic actions, and time to time we have put across to the world at large that Pakistan is part of the terrorist problem. They are the people who harbor terrorists. They are the people who nurture terrorist factories. But the point is that this has to be repeated over and over again, because Pakistan has a line of blaming for its ills to the neighbors, and especially India. But the issue is, Kriti, at the same time, on humanitarian grounds, India has extended its political support to the people of Baloch, because there is almost a genocide type of situation, and India has always stood for the human rights of the people, no matter which part of the globe they belong to. So therefore, India has voiced its concern as to what exactly is happening in Balochistan, and India stands with the people of Balochistan, because after all it is a humanitarian crisis. But Pakistan has never tried to solve humanitarian crisis through political dialogue or political means, because it is a state which is governed by the army. The Field Marshal Asim Munir actually runs the country, and armed forces always use force to solve political problems. So therefore, this is totally the issue, the internal issue of Pakistan. They are not able to handle it, and that's why they always tend to blame the neighbors, especially they target India. But India has to be very strong, diplomatically and politically, to ensure that such blame game doesn't get further, or Pakistan doesn't take advantage of such blame game. Preeti.
General, what do you think are some of the real issues of the people of Balochistan? Why are the Balochis, since so many years, having this sentiment of distrust with its government?
Well, Preeti, issues are multifold. First and foremost, Balochis have a separate culture. They have a separate identity, and Pakistan basically believes that Pakistan is a Punjabi identity, Punjabi culture. That is point number one. Secondly, there have been no progress in Balochistan despite its very rich mineral resources, its, I would say the coastline, which is right, ports like Gwadar, which is being developed by the Chinese. But beneficiaries or benefit has not gone to the Balochis, the locals. It's all exploitation. In fact, Balochis have targeted couple of times the Chinese workers and the Chinese engineers, because the point is they are being exploited, they are being marginalized, and it is the poorest part of Pakistan. While had the Pakistan government taken progressive issues, Balochistan would have been one of the very progressive region, but that has not happened. So therefore, the issues are both economical, cultural, and trying to solve a political problem through military means, which has not succeeded, and therefore the Balochis have been forced to take up arms and fight for their rights, and that's exactly the situation on the ground. Kriti.
Right, General, thanks very much once again for joining us.